This is the first restaurant which started in Yercaud.
I can't wait to taste what will emerge out of those doors. Oh, vadai! Oh, wonderful. Still steaming away. It's as hot as that. Podi dosai. Plenty of podi that's been spread inside the dosai. Onion uttapam. Lovely. I'm at that point where I think I've overindulged. But he said, would you like to taste our ghee roast, our ghee dosa? How can you say no to that? We'll split one.
Certainly.
1/2.
Yes, sir.
Well, namaskara folks, this is Kripal Amanna Gourmet on the Road and you're watching Food Lovers TV. We are here in Yercaud on the main road and my friend Kadiravan has brought us to Hotel Sri Venkateshwara.
That's right, sir. This is the first restaurant which started in Yercaud. Exactly 62 years back.
Really?
In 1962.
Fantastic. And what's the speciality of this restaurant?
It's a pure vegetarian. They never change that old recipes and they're still following the traditional.
Wonderful. You know me, I love traditions that are age old and I think Hotel Sri Venkateshwara seems to be just a shining example of that in Yercaud's culinary scape. It seems to be a place where time has stood still. So I think 1962, what it began with, that's exactly
The same method, the same style, they still follow it up.
fantastic. I even like this doorway, which is not too tall. Traditional doorways, you would always bend a little as a mark of respect
That's right, sir.
to the people in the home. Welcome. What's your name?
Sendil Kumar.
Sindhil Kumar.
Yeah. I'm looking after this one.
Wonderful.
Actually, my family is second generation.
You're the second generation. So is that your father?
Yeah, this is my father.
So he began this in 1962.
Yes.
So that time Yercaud must not have had anything.
Only four outlet was there. Very old people in Yercaud.
Actually, this is the first one, sir, because Chevrolet just completed 53rd year. This is 62 years.
So this came 9 years before that.
That's right, sir.
My father's basics Karnataka.
Oh, Karnataka.
Shimoga. Tirthala.
Shimoga, Tirthalli.
My mom plays Sahagumi.
Oh, so then you're close to South Canada type.
Yeah.
So Kannada matadtira.
Chennai mother.
Oh,
Mother tongue.
you know, it is my belief that some of the best vegetarian traditions,
Okay.
right, came out of South Canada. We've come here on a Friday at about 7:30 in the evening, so it must be busy early in the day.
Actually, before last weekend, before the weekend, all it was very busy.
Huh.
Now the school exams have started now.
Oh, okay. So there's so many items here. No, what are these items?
So that one's the first one's meals. Sir.
Oh, meals irka?
Yeah, meals afternoon. 12 to 3.
So ಏನು irka meals?
Rice, sambar, rasam, buttermilk, one kara kodambu, 2 reti sabji.
Oh,
Curd and buttermilk.
for 100 rupees.
Yeah. Then second one's ven pongal. Third one's onion uttapam. Fourth one's plain uttapam. Fifth one's puri masal. Then paper roast, plain roast, uddin vada, chapati, and idli, masala dosa, ghee roast, podi roast, coffee tea, Horlicks boost.
Wonderful.
This was issued in the 1970.
Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry.
Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry.
Yeah, 1970 is given the certificate for my dad.
Wonderful. So this is also a restaurant that's been talked about and been highly commended, as we see in that letter. I mean, this is fascinating. I think nothing here has changed. The walls also reveal the coats of paint since 1962. I can't wait to taste what will emerge out of those doors. So Venkateshwara Hotel was purely Kadiravan's suggestion. You may have seen by now the interesting episode that we shot with him at his resort La Four Seasons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The pleasure is mine. Here, not only we are having the food, we are having the food in a place, lot of leaders, famous people who came and enjoyed their food.
You know, there's some places where you walk in And the energy tells you that this is special.
That's it.
This is one of those places. Oh, vadai!
Yeah, just made as vadai.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely. Vadai is quite hot. Looks rather scrumptious. And the sort that I'm going to get to. But before that, some of that idli. In this idli, they use the idli rava.
Rice only used
Yeah, but why is it granular?
because they won't grind it to the fine paste.
So this is not the softest, not the fluffiest of idlis. It certainly is an idli that has a bit of denseness to it. But it's an idli that if you eat a couple, you'll know you've eaten 2 idlis. There are some idlis where you can eat a dozen and still not realize you've eaten a dozen idlis, right? But this idli is an idli which has a bit of heft.
The moment when it was dipped inside the chutney or sambar, it will observe it.
Because the rice has been ground to a texture which is quite porous. And I'm enjoying this chutney. This is the kai and also the
Fried gram, pottu kadalai.
so puttu kadalai. So it's basically a combination of the coconut and the puttu kadalai with a bit of the tempering.
Tempering and green chili.
Quite tasty. Koncha puli irkala idli.
Yes, sir.
Koncha. Let's taste it now with that pudina chutney. That pudina chutney is quite zesty. Oh, I forgot we should taste some of the sambar too. This is sambar that's not too thick, not too thin, but is a consistency that would make for a lovely pour over that remaining piece of idli. And now for that vadai. That vadai is crunchy on the outside. It's still steaming away. I don't know if the camera can catch some of that steam. It's as hot as that. That crunch is almost grainy, gritty, no?
Yes, sir.
So, Kadiravan, as a chef, what is the reason for a good crunch in a vadai?
The urad dal should not be soaked for a long time or shorter time. When you take urad dal and press it in the hand, there should be a crunchy sound should come. Then it should be grind with little water. If you want more water, you cannot add it, you have to sprinkle it. Then you have to add the onions and finely chopped green chilies, little asafoetida, salt, cumin and pepper. We mix it, then we slightly sprinkle the rice flour. Then we will fry it.
So also in some places in Karnataka too, they add a bit of rice flour because that rice flour also gives it that grit. I think it's slightly under seasoned with the salt, but I think that's where the chutney will come in.
It plays a great part with that.
I love that texture of the vada. The flavor is fine, but it's the texture of the vada that's stolen my heart. That crisp, crunchy, slightly granular exterior and that very airy, very porous innards of the vada. Introduce it to some of the sambar and the chutney too. I'm also biting into some of the green chili in that vada.
It's podi dosa, sir.
Podi dosai. There's a podi dosai too that's found its way to our vale LA. I love the chili that's glistening through the toasty crunch of the vada. Even the onions, there's a nice sweetness to it because the onions have caramelized.
That's right, sir.
And now for some of that podi dosai. Plenty of podi that's been spread inside the dosai. So this would be roasted in what? Oil.
Yes, sir.
So out here the one thing I find is there's not too much ghee and butter that is used traditionally.
Yes. Only oil was used.
Onion uttapam.
Onion uttapam.
Yeah.
Lovely. Wonderful. Nalla irukku. That podi maneli martira. Super. And then the vadai kuda ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ವೆರಿ ಕ್ರಂಚಿ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್, ಒಳಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಫ್ಲಫಿ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಹಾಂ,
ದೋಸೆ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ? ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಏಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟು?
45 years.
ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹುಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹೌದು, ಅಪ್ಪನ ಜೊತೆ 2013
ಓಕೆ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನೇ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ.
I think it's so important that places like these thrive. They are only connect with the past, no?
Yes. So the tradition is keep continuing.
What the podi also does is adds a bit of weight to that dosa.
Actually, everything, the combination of salt, spiciness, sourness, everything was perfect.
Very good. I completely agree with Kadiravan. That's a dosa that's made extremely well. I also like the thickness of that dosa. I like the roast of the dosa. It's roasted just right, not under, not over. And you're crunching twice. One, you're crunching into the crunch of the dosa. And secondly, you're also crunching into the podi.
Podi.
Later, one more vadai, sir.
Oh, one more vadai?
Yeah.
I will not say no to that.
A little bit spicy. Just take out one more chutney.
One more chutney. I think next I'm going to go to that onion uttapam. The best part I feel about our onion uttapam is that when you taste the onions, you're tasting two textures and flavors of it. One is the onion that's on top of the uttapam, that's
Which will
been
be slightly charred, roasted to a caramelized crisp, and on the inside that onion has been protected. It's still moist, very juicy, very savory. So you're tasting two textures of the onion in that dosa. The sweetness. That's right, sir. And slightly they sprinkled the coriander on top.
What's also interesting about this dosa is that there's enough of the mavu. So it's not just an onion dosa where you're tasting only the onion and probably the coriander. Here you're also tasting in equal measure the heft of the batter. Tasted with some of that chutney. Excellent. This time with some of that slightly spicy chutney that he mentioned. What is this chutney?
ಇದೆನ್ನ ಚಟ್ನಿಗೆ ಕಡಸೆಯ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಕಡಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, not the peanuts, the raw groundnuts.
The raw groundnuts. Yes. But green color, coriander, green chili, tamarind.
Yeah.
The sweetness, conscious sweetness of the groundnut in there.
Groundnut and coconut also.
Super.
Right? Thank you.
I did not know about this place till Kadiravan told me. Kadiravan said, if you've come to Yercaud, you must try this. So what goes into this podi?
The Bengal gram is roasted with red chili, dry coriander, and urad dal, and finally they will add turmeric powder and salt. While they are removing it from the thing, they will be adding little asafoetida.
Asafoetida, hingu.
Yes, sir.
I just love that toasty profile of this. Ulundu vadai.
Or medu vadai.
Or medu vadai. I think
Medu means soft.
Ulundu sounds nice. You have to make some effort to say that vadai. Ulundu vadai. Because I'm sure there's plenty of effort that's gone into the making of this vadai. That crunch of the vadai. You can see flecks of the onion, some of the greens. Nalla irukku. Chur sambar. I'm at that point where I think I've overindulged. But he said, would you like to taste our ghee roast, our ghee dosa, our nehi dosa? How can you say no to that? We'll split one.
Certainly.
1/2.
Yes, sir.
It's lovely to soak that dosai into the warmth of that sambar in this very nippy Yercaud weather. This is a very simple sambar. This is the sort of sambar that you'll probably find in homes.
That's right, sir.
Right? Not too thick, not too thin. And quite gentle too. Well, now we finished the dosai, the vadai and the idli. We are waiting with anticipation to meet that ghee roast that will finally emerge from within the kitchen and say vanakkam to it.
It's fantastic, sir.
This is the 1/2 Nehi roast. It's time to say hello to that ghee roast. You can certainly smell the aroma of some tuppa. I want to taste that dosa first, just as is. Very light in its crunch and the trickle of the nehi. So out here, one thing I've noticed, like in the dosas in Tamil Nadu, when they say nehi roast, it won't be dripping with nehi. It'll just be enough nehi to give character, to give flavor.
Yes.
So that it is worthy of its name.
And you can enjoy the full dosa. Or full roast.
Or it'll get very heavy otherwise.
That's right.
So it's not the sort of dosa that will leave your fingers completely dripping with the ghee. All the ghee that has to go into that dosa has gone in. The dosa has absorbed it. And it's not giving it up to your fingers. Right?
That's true.
But having said that, even though we are savoring half dosa each, cumulatively now, this is our 1.5 dosa.
That's right, sir.
We've had the hefty podi dosa and a rather stout onion uttapam, 1 idli and 2 vadai. We're certainly getting to that point where one is beginning to get sated. At least I am. I don't know about you.
I'm just enjoying it like
You're just enjoying it. Very nice. So when you get here, it's on the main road. There's no parking on the main road, but you'll have to go a little ahead or probably park a little behind and walk a bit. But as you walk, you'll get a character of this hill station town and you'll also work up an appetite. Some suda sambar, hot sambar. Warm my fingers as I soak that ghee dosa in its warmth. Super. So when you visit Yercaud and make your list of the places to visit, don't miss out Sri Venkateshwara Hotel here on the main road. Because after all, this culinary institution is an indelible part of this hill station town's rich history. I hope you've enjoyed this evening tiffin outing here in Yercaud with my friend Kadiravan. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong and happy eating. How much is the nehi dosa? 90 rupees for nehi dosa. For onion uttapam? 170. Mate for podi dosa?
80.
250. Mate for the vade?
15 each.
310. Mate for the idli?
30.
370. For a delicious meal here in Yercaud. Please taಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. I'll be grateful. Thank you. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!